And then it worked. So I have a little cold. Well, actually, it's like I have flu every time I start a new vlog. I don't know why. I should get. It's starting to be a problem. So let's not mind that. Without rambling too much, let's get into the video.
I get real about it all when I'm alone. It's so crazy missing you when I get on. Now Julio make me Fulvio. Now I hit your phone up with that ba. Isn't that da. Isn't that All of this love is toxic. All of this love is.
Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Nokuthula here, and welcome. On today's vlog, we're gonna be speaking about the new journey that I'm in, the whole transition of me fasting and me asking God to move me from my previous job to the next one, like basically moving me like completely from another place to a next province. So yeah, it's really exciting. So I hope you guys tune into the video and stay a little long and listen to my 2 cents. Please keep watching and get to know what's happening and my testimony on the 21 Daniel fasting that I've been on. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. Well, it started off with me having troubles at work, at home, me wanting to change my life. I wanted change in my life. I just wanted a little difference in my life. I needed a sudden change in my life. So I've been complaining about it. I've been stressed about it. I've been asking myself what I should do about it. And I would say last year, 2023, I started sermons from like, was it June, April, or somewhere there. And I used to like bump into them, go back and bump, It came a time last year on November or September, somewhere there. I listened to Mike Todd, by the way. So he had a series of a sudden switch series. So with that sudden switch series, then he mentioned how fasting is important and how rewarding fasting is and how beneficial fasting is. And I used to like miss it. I used to like ignore it. I was like, nah, I think it's not for me. I was like, okay. And then it came a time where I was really into it, like God, no, my situation at work, and I couldn't have time with my kids because I would work from 6 to 7, get home at 7, not have time. I'd always be tired, and then off days, you get off days only once a week. You don't have off days during the weekends, and it was so stressful. I couldn't have time for my little kid, my youngest son. My oldest daughter, I couldn't have time for her. I couldn't help out around the house. I couldn't help my mom with my kids because I was always tired. I was always exhausted with getting back from work, being busy with the kids, and I am just so miserable. I'm so tired. I'm so worn out, and it was just like taking my energy, taking my attention. I was always worried about, is this really gonna be my life? Am I really gonna be this stressed in my life? I'm like, no, something has to change. I need change. What should I do? On YouTube, I used to call up. I would see sermons of fasting. I would see testimonial videos. I would see 21-day fasting benefits and whatnot, and continuously, like a whole week, I would see that, and I was like, no. And then I saw Michael Todd's fasting challenge, which was a 21-day fasting challenge. And I was like, let me just see what he says. Probably I would tap into it. I did that, and I listened to it and learned how beneficial it is, how rewarding it is, and the reason why we should do that. Sorry, I had figured that no, it's been a while actually. I've been so much far from God. I've been so much away from God. I haven't connected with God in so long, in a long time. And I was like, you know what? Girl, you need God right now. You need to fix your relationship with God. Like, you need to fix things with God. And that was my sign. And then I did the 21-day fasting. I started my 21-day fasting this year, 2024, on January. And in hopes of me transitioning, in hopes of me transforming and me moving and getting a new job, a new opportunity and all that. So that's what happened. And I did that. I started off really rough because, you know, when your body's not used to having food, eating, it's a bit challenging. The rules of the fasting, let me start with the rules. Do's and don'ts that you have to do is throughout your fasting, you shouldn't have sugar, you shouldn't have soda, you shouldn't have what's this, salt, you shouldn't have what else, sweets and sugar, right? Gum, you shouldn't drink. Like the juice you have to drink is juice like pressed juice, like from fruit, not juice like blended or something like that. Maybe if you can blend a smoothie for yourself, then that's okay. And what you should have is fruits and vegetables, raw nuts. So your nuts have to be raw with no salt and all that. And you can have seeds like, was it chai seeds or like seeds? Yeah, chai seeds, and I don't remember, but like it had to do with seeds and nuts and everything. In my case, I so the fasting was from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So throughout those times, you're not eating anything but drinking water. So that's a water fast. So if it's a dry fast, it's like throughout your whole day, you don't eat anything at all. So I did the water fast at first. I did the water fast, drink water throughout the whole day. So it was from 6 to 6. So with me, because I didn't have the luxury of having the foods that I really, really, really was required to have, I like have pap with soup, which I know soup has salt. So I used to like prevent myself not to have food at home, because remember, I stay with a family. So with my family, when I come back from work, they had already cooked and dished up. So I can't tell them, no, please cook separately for me with this and that, and it will be so much admin, and they would be so annoyed and tired of me. I was like, you know what, let me just, to prevent myself and not eat at all when I come home, and just buy fruits, like a bunch of fruits that I ate at around 6, knock off, because I knock off at 6. I knocked off at 6 and then arrived at home at around past 7. So it prevents me from getting home and eating the foods that I wasn't supposed to have. The purpose of it was to not have foods that satisfy your body or of that sort, so that you can receive strength from God. And besides thinking of, oh, I'm hungry, what should I eat, you should like, oh, what do I have to receive from God? What is God trying to say to me? What should I say to God? You know, like try and connect with God and talk to God. So that was the purpose of having those kind of food. So I did that for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, not weeks, yeah, those days. And then towards the end, I did the dry fasting, which was no food or water the entire day until 6 p.m. I did that, and it was a whole different experience, a whole change, and it really worked for me. I would say it really worked for me so much because God has spoken to me. God has confirmed things to me. This one time where while I was praying, I felt like, no, God is not speaking to me. The moment, a period of time, I was like, God is not speaking to me. Like, why am I still doing this? Why am I still fasting? Like, why am I not eating? Because I used to get comments like, no, you're losing weight now. My jeans would fit, but they'll be like a little looser. And they'll be like, no, man, you are losing weight. And I'm like, yeah, really? I know. Yeah. But it helped with my weight loss because I was complaining about the baby fat that I got from my pregnancy. So it helped me because I was trying or was willing to get rid of it. So I was like, well, plus one, beneficial. Yeah. And I lost weight. So yay for that. I did lose weight, and yeah, it helped me on that part. Going back to the period of God not speaking to me, I felt like I wasn't hearing from God, and God wasn't saying anything to me. So I felt like, why am I still doing this? God, why aren't you showing me a sign? Why aren't you telling me where I should go and what I should do next? Yet I'm praying, I'm asking to connect with you, and you are just quiet. But I don't know what I was trying to expect, because when you listen to people's testimonial ways and how God spoke to them, and you feel like, no, I think he's gonna speak to me this way. I think no, he's gonna speak, and you don't know what way. You're not aware, or you don't have knowledge that God speaks to us differently. He speaks to all of us differently. He won't speak to you the same way he speaks to me, and So I felt, okay, what now? And I remember I don't have to have sweets. So this time I was like, you know what, I'm over this. I'm just gonna have a sweet, just a sweet. Let me just, because because I'm not having this now. I'm so annoyed. And I was praying about a situation like, okay, it happened that I was applying, and when I was applying, I got a call, an opportunity, which is a prayer that I've been praying about. I prayed with the fasting when I started. I prayed about God sticking me through the challenge until the end of the day, of the fast and the ending period. I prayed that God receives my requests, that God listens to my requests, that God leads me. I asked him to connect with me, and remember, the Bible says that we should seek God first, and he shall make things easy for you, and everything just comes smoothly, and you get more clarity on your direction or your purpose. So I've been praying about my purpose, I've been praying about my future, been praying about my finances, been praying about being a good mother, been praying about my kids, my family, my years, what's next for me, and what do I do now, a new job, a new place, a new environment. I've been praying about that, and God listened. He really did listen, because I received a call and I got an opportunity, and it was like, listen, this is where you're going to be, and we want you, and by the end of the month we need you to be like sure if you're gonna be with us or not. And I was so thankful, I was so amazed, I was in awe. I was like, is this really happening? Thank you. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up for me. And I was so amazed. I was like, okay, so this is happening and this is working. So I continued praying. I continued going through the fasting challenge, and throughout the challenge, my praying hours were throughout the day. I'd pray when I get at work. When I get into work at 9, I'd pray at around 12. At 12, I'd pray around 2, and I'll pray at around 4, 5, close to the end of knockoff, and then I'd pray at around 9 o'clock at night, and I'd pray at around 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. in the morning. I used to pray at around those times throughout the day, being praying the whole time and just speaking to God, connecting with God, hearing from God, receiving His greatness, receiving His word, and scripture reading, watching sermons, and trying to understand what God is trying to say to me and what is He speaking to me, speaking life into myself, speaking positivity into my words, into the life that I live, living a life to represent Him, to bring Him glory and not bring people glory, rather Him, and live a life not to please people but please my God first before pleasing other people. So I used that, and that really worked for me. And I got that opportunity, and I was like thinking and figuring out to myself, like, okay, so what are we going to do? Are we leaving the kids or are we taking them with? What's the decision? So, well, in my prayers, it's something that I've been praying about. Like, whenever I'm gonna move, if I'm gonna move, I need to go with my kids. I need to start a life with them. I need to continue this whole journey with them, because I believe that why should you leave your kids behind if you're gonna start a journey with yourself and grow with them? Why do you want to grow alone and then bring them back? Not actually bring them back, then come back and be like, no, Yazin, it's actually happening in life. Come, let's go back, let's go. Why don't you, like, from the go with them and figure life out? At the end of the day, I'm a mother. I don't expect my kids to be taken care of by somebody else or my mom or anything. Hence, I considered, I was like, let me ask and turn. Maybe I would like, I was stressed about it actually. I was thinking to myself, should I leave them? So at that point, that day, I knew very well I wasn't supposed to have a sweet, so I took a sweet, I opened it, and I was like, let me just have it. And when I just opened it, as soon as I just put it on my mouth and read that packet, is the love candy with the messages on the packet. So when I read it, it said, your children need your presence more than your presence. So at that moment, when it said your children need your presence more than your presence, I was like, is this you? I'm like, God, is that you? Or am I just imagining things? Or is it just a coincidence? And I was like, no, these things that happen, like it's a coincidence or anything, that is God. I was like, no, this is God. This is my God speaking to me and telling me and confirming with me that no, just take your kids and vamos. And I was like, from there onwards, I was like, you know what? My decision is I'm going with my kids no matter what. Who says what? I am going with my kids, okay? From that point onward, I was like, you know what, I need to go and praise this guy. And I was like, can I please go to the toilet? And can I just go to the toilet? I'm coming back. Got to the toilet, I praised God, I worshipped Him, I prayed so hard, I gave thanks, I started crying. I was so thankful for how amazing he's been and how much he's been showing up. through my situations and telling me and confirming with me. I've been asking for signs, I've been asking for direction, and he is bluntly showing me. That's why I'm like, we should pray for spiritual ears to listen whenever he speaks and how he speaks. We should pray for spiritual eyes to listen, to see whenever we are being spoken to by God. And I was always praying like that. That was my prayer every day. He spoke to me, and throughout that fast until the end, he's been showing me that he is able and that everything with him is possible. And I don't know why or what. Through difficult situations from now on, like I've been worrying about getting my kids to school and registering them since I've moved and it's late and schools are full and all that. And people around me like stressed, and I'm just chilled. I'm relaxed. I don't have a problem. I'm like, God has this. I'm not gonna worry because God has a plan. So it's according to his will. If this should be the process, then he has a plan. It's not me to figure out, but him. I am not gonna stress myself because God doesn't want me to stress. He just wants me to trust him. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly just that. I'm trusting in his word. I'm trusting in him and believing in his ways and his process and plans. And I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about things. I'm not gonna worry about life because God gave me this life. God puts me in situations for a reason. So yeah, I'm so amazed by God and his lovely and awesome ways. And this is my testimony of the 21-day fasting. And this is the end of our video because I don't want this video to be so long. And I hope this encourages someone to have faith, to have more hope, and to believe that God is still there. And whatever situation you're going through, just pray about it. Fast, start fasting, make it a part of your routine, your life, your day life thing, that you pray every day about the things you do, the decisions you want to make in a daily, the plans that you want to have in a daily. If it aligns with God's purpose or God's will, then it shall prosper, it shall go ahead. I hope this helps anyone and helps you guys resort to God more than anything, more than resorting yourselves to addictions. As people, we get so addicted to the stuff. So instead of resorting to substances, let's just resort to God and give our problems to God, share our problems to God, and our cries, our hurts, our challenges to God, and he will answer. He is really able and he is alive. God is alive and he exists. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and join this beautiful, lovely, blessed family. Please stay tuned for the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Until I see you next time, bye. Take care. Stay tuned.